Come on, baby. You gotta think this thing out, baby. Your think tank said, man. You gotta get like Esau. You gotta hire some think tanks. You're not thinking your lives, bro. You got no think tanks, $200 million man?
Big money, Nate. He did it. He did it. He did it.
Yeah, I hope that bag worked at the plane.
That understand. All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we begin, I want to give all praises doing on the two.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
The months of the apostles, the months of the elders, a great millstone who well talks his truth. Much respect to you brothers out there, preaching his word of truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word of truth and sincerity. I think I already said that. Slocky, I didn't see that effeminate nigga. They messed me up all the way. But we just gonna go ahead and get into it. Slocky, y'all. Like I said, I saw a effeminate nigga and just threw me all the way off, man. But yeah, we in those times, man. You know, really brothers have already done the lesson on it. These Edomites, they want religious leaders or religious whatever to conform to these fruity peppers. Alright, so I don't know if y'all seen that or not, to conform to these fruity peppers, you know, bow down to them essentially. And the elect, the true men of the Lord are not going to do that, man. You already seen a couple weeks ago that church that burned down for going with the fruity peppers, preaching that that's right.
Lots of taffy boys.
Yep. Yeah. That's the church that Edomite, he called out, he referred to the Lord as the Mother of God.
Mother God, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, that church burned, and that's just a prelude to what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, to a lot of these people out here. You may not be, say, you know, I hear this all the time from Jake, you know, I don't go that way, but, you know, you can just do whatever you want to do, you know, as long as you ain't bothered. No, Lord ain't with that, man.
Choose a side.
Yeah. You know, that means you have no integrity. The Lord wants men that have integrity, that stand up for something. These people don't stand up for anything. Even read the scriptures. Your family member, friend, or whoever, man, they go that way, they gotta be put to death, man. Now in this kingdom we can't do that, but we're gonna pick a side. We ain't gonna be dealing with you. Ain't gonna be over your house, you know. We're gonna let the Lord deal with it, man. We understand that these plagues, death, hell, and destruction is going to come upon you, man.
What the Lord said, vengeance is his, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Proverbs 20:22 that says, "Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord and he shall save you." So, you know, we ain't gonna do nothing to this man and his Laffy Taffy boys and his fruit pepper boys, man. And women too, because you're supposed to be doing that stuff either. You know, we ain't gonna do nothing to you, man. The Lord's gonna rain down on his riches upon you and burn your ass, man. Just gonna be little ashes on the ground. Gay ashes, man.
Ooh, I got a precept on what Brother Hill was talking about how you got brothers saying, oh, they ain't hurt nobody. You going along with it? Well, no, the Lord doesn't see it that way. This is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. So you can't just be on the sideline, undecided on which team you're cheering for. Either you're going to decide or the Lord going to decide for you. So make it known. Don't try to stay in that gray area to avoid confrontation, to get along with everybody. No, that gray area gonna get you messed up. So you need to officially declare, are you riding with wickedness or righteousness? Because let your yea be yea, your nay be nay. Anything other than that is pure wickedness. That's why that gray area gonna get a lot of y'all jacked up.
You don't want to offend nobody. The Lord is about to offend every damn body. So we maybe everybody that's not against this. That's against this nation.
See these cats out here, like you said, fruity pebbles. If you straight and you going with it, you need to be rebuking that. Even if you're not in the truth, a lot of you brothers know that's wrong, man. But you want to trim your way to see love because you don't want nobody to look down on you, man.
Yeah.
Because of how you feel about these cats. And his blood gonna be on your hands for not even speaking up on that. You know? You get Ezekiel 3:18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So if you don't rebuke these cats, man, your blood going with him.
You just guilty.
You just as guilty as him.
Even though you didn't commit the crime, you didn't speak out against the crime either. Just like there was a video I seen this week on these Edomite cops. They sexually assaulted 2 Jakes. And there was a point that the commentator brought out that stuck with me. And I agree with it. He was like, now I know there's a lot of good cops out there, but I don't deal with none of them. And this is why. Because of the fact that if you're a good cop, why are you not ratting out the bad cops? Why are you just idly just standing on the sideline like you ain't did shit, but yet you could have stopped it? That's how the Lord sees it. If you ain't stopping it, you just as guilty. That's why I don't deal with cops. Because ain't no so-called good cops calling out the bad cops. So all y'all bad. And the Lord just gonna throw all of it in the pot.
That's like, you know how Jake be in the streets, you ain't gonna snitch. You a part of it, even if you didn't do that, you a part of it too.
Right.
Because you prolonging the act of wickedness, you prolonging that behavior. That's literally what you doing. Because you ain't saying that, you ain't trying to stop what the brother said.
Guilty by association.
Right.
I want to say shalom to the brothers. Yakim want to come aboard. Shalom. Yeah, I want to go back to that gray area, man, because also I've seen in the headlines and news that if I'm not mistaken, they're getting a bill or something ready that if you offend these fruity pebbles, if they feel offended, that's your ass, man.
They considering jail time.
Yeah, considering jail time, man, for that.
But see, what did we tell y'all weeks ago, months ago? In order to make these people comfortable in their kingdom, they got to take away your freedom of speech. And they showing you that. Esau ain't gonna never say nothing. He's just gonna show you.
Yeah, just like he showed at the White House. We talked about it last week, if I'm not mistaken. They had the rainbow flag in the middle of the White House showing you that this is Sodom and Gomorrah. I want to get Psalms 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? See that? So the Lord is looking for real men that have integrity. These dudes out here, they don't have integrity. They go with the flow. All right, I can't say nothing to it. I can't make them feel some type of way. Once again, the Lord said, "Yea, let your yea be yea, let your nay be nay." You're supposed to call out these people, man. But Jake want to go with the flow, so you want to go with the flow. You're gonna eat them glizzies. All right, you got some glizzies coming for you. And it's gonna be no nuclear missiles, man.
Jake don't want to chastise nobody, man. He feel like he in their business. It ain't my business, so I'm gonna stay out of it. That's your brother, man. You know we out here slide in the I ain't gonna say the butthole or whatnot, but slide in the butthole, man. You need to go ahead and rebuke these brothers, man. Stand for something, because if you don't stand for something, you won't fall for anything out here, man.
This is the main reason we are out here. I got a perfect analogy for you. Okay, let's say me and this brother, we at the house chilling. I take my dog out so he can use the bathroom in the backyard. There's a snake in the backyard. So I grab the dog and run back in the house. Bro right here, he goes in the backyard. He's like, I'll be back, I'm gonna go to the backyard. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. He goes out there, right? Almost get bit by the snake. Run back in the house. Why you didn't tell me it was a snake out there? I thought you would see it for yourself. That's why we out here. To warn you, it's a snake in the yard. But if you don't take heed, whose fault that you get bit? Because you taking your ass in the backyard when we telling you not to go. That you can apply that to the church, believing in these Edomite philosophies and lies. We warning you now, it's a snake in the yard. So don't come up to us when he bites your ass.
Right 12, man.
You can tell when a man or a woman they going somewhere. You can just look at them. You can sense it too.
Yeah, it's the vibration of their spirit. You can tell by the gait, their walk. Yeah, I mean, it comes off them like a stench, man. Pretty much.
Especially in these days, they not and not.
I got 33 and 7 in the back. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Not everybody. We ain't wanting all y'all. We just talking to the house of Israel only, man. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. So that's what we supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be out here warning. You know, it's a snake in the grass. Don't go over there. But a lot of you 2/3, y'all gonna go right towards that snake. If you gonna get bit in the ass, man.
They love snakes.
But that snake, the snake I'm talking about, it's gonna drop a bunch of fire on this place.
See, that's the thing with Jake. Jake is always looking for a way to dodge responsibility. You ain't gonna be able to dodge this time because the first thing Jake gonna say, if we don't warn him, why you didn't tell me? Why you didn't say nothing? Now it's all on you now. Now you have to assume responsibility. That's what Jake runs from, responsibility, accountability. Nothing, never your fault. You got that from Esau ass. You gotta give it back if you want to go home and assume some accountability. If not, you're gonna get thrown in the pot with the rest of the abomination, bro.
All this not wanting to offend nobody. You got Jake, saying that, I don't want no God that don't love everybody. Well, you guys say the Lord is evil, the Lord is wicked. Well, I got this scripture for you. This is Joshua 24:15. It says, and if it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So, us being up here, man, Lord willing, we serve the Lord. Yahweh Shah, we ain't serving cheese and rice, Jesus Christ, whatever you want to call him. We ain't serving no Allah, we ain't serving no other false gods, no other false religions. We ain't serving no white man either. We serving a so-called black man, his name is Yahweh Shah, the Father's name is Yahweh. That's what we serve up here, man. We ain't going no other way. We ain't going these other directions, man. We ain't taking to that straight gate. And it's working to enter to the kingdom, everlasting life. You want to go along with this life, this world's going to end. It's going to get hit with nuclear missiles, man. Everything that we see is going to get burned up. All the buildings, the cars, the lights, everything. It ain't going to be us doing it. It's going to be the Lord doing it. You know, Jacob be like, see, you caused this, man. We didn't cause that. We ain't going to be the ones pressing the button and sending the nukes over here.
No, Jake, you caused it, especially if you're 2/3.
Yeah, North Korea said they vowed, they said they're going to shoot nukes over here.
Yeah.
They vowed that.
They had a festival proclaiming it.
And Russia. So it's going to happen. It's biblical.
See, you Jakes out here, y'all think that the Lord's judgment is like you going downtown, going to court or something. No, it's not like that. This is non-judicial punishment, just like the military.
Like you can fight against the judgment that's coming or get out of it.
Like you can gaslight the Lord or pay a lawyer to get you off. No, that's not going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. This is Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. This is going to be non-judicial court, just like the military. You don't go, you go into court to get punished. You already been pronounced guilty. Non-judicial punishment, you're not going for a fair trial. You're going to get punished. That's what this is. You're not going to be able to go in there with your little lies and your excuses. None of that bullshit is going to work. You cannot gaslight the Lord because he sees right through to your heart. He sees right through your bullshit. So if that's what your game plan is, that's not going to let you know that stuff.
You know how Esau got the death penalty. Man, the Lord death penalty for every sin you don't sin.
Yeah, which is that,
They don't just what the Israelites done. They don't just got one or two, like Esau got the electric chair, or when they stick something in you got. Now the Lord got many ways to get you.
Yeah, he's not gonna wait.
That's what they do, man. They tune you out. Loud noise. Try to talk over you. Won't let you talk. That's the Edomite defense mechanism, man.
Born to thee when thy king is a child, man. That's how children, man. Go ahead,
You know, that man got diabetes, Crohn's disease. You gotta take the insulin shots and all that.
And a little smegma around the neck area, all that. It's not true.
Like I'm like fashion stars.
But yeah, you want to finish your thought?
Yeah, what was I talking about? What the business? I forgot.
We was talking about Jake.
Yeah, Jake. I think the story, but you know, man.
So he's very creative. If y'all ain't been watching the news, the Lord is very creative with death. I don't think you want to tempt that type of power, man. He knows how to hit you when and where. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna get a brother on the comic board. It's like-minded. He put Joel 2 in verse 1, perfect scripture. You know, another reason why we out here, we're blowing that trumpet as we read. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, the sound and alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh shall coming, for it's nigh at hand. It's nigh at hand, man. So we out here warning you, and you Jakes have no excuse. I ain't hear nothing, all right? Because when that famine of the word hits, man, it's gonna be no habla English to you, man. You know, go serve the gods of wood and stones that you chose. You know, don't be coming to us for the answers, man. That's what we're going to give you on that day. Because this is the time. This is us building up our spiritual ark. And just like the days of Noah, where they rejected Noah, like, man, why you out there doing that? Why you out there building that ark? Ain't no rain coming. Ain't none of this stuff is coming. And then when it started to rain, and guess what? The Lord shut that door. Just like the Lord is going to shut our mouths, man. All right? You're not going to get that wisdom in that day. All the people died, was nothing new under the sun. A lot of you niggas is gonna die.
You've been scoffing. You try to come up to me and ask me anything, I'm gonna cuss you out right there and on the spot. I'm telling you right now. Go read or go work. Go ask Cheese and Rice to get you out of this. I'm cussing you out on the spot because you Jakes, especially you Jakes. Y'all want this kingdom to go on. But once you finally realize that it's about to fall, now you're looking for some type of refuge. Your time to be looking for refuge should have started yesterday. So don't come up to us at the last minute. What's his name? What's his name? I don't know.
I'll tell him calling that you've been calling on.
Exactly.
That
name that you've been calling on and got you this far, maybe it gets you out of this.
Hey, as you read in Proverbs 1, we gonna be laughing at you, man.
Laughing now.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm gonna get Psalms 94 and verse 22. But the Lord Yahweh is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. He shall bring upon them their own iniquity. He shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, Yahweh our power shall cut them off. And that's what's going to happen to our enemies, man. But first you got to make Yahweh Hashem Shah your rock, your refuge, man. Not cheese and rice. Not holding hands with these fruity peppers, man. All right? This lactose intolerant foods. What else, man?
USA.
Yeah.
They done took it, bro. They done took this thing. Woo. You speak out against me, you want to. Yep. And this shows you that this is the USA. Because you so-called privileged Edomites, they can put them over you now.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? This is the USA, baby.
Can't talk bad about them, man. But guess what? As I just read, the Lord gonna cut them off. But you gotta stand up for something, man. These damn devils gotta go. They gotta go, man.
Every time I see something messed up on TV, the day they did, all I do is reflect back to that video. Somebody put up one of the brothers on the other hill. The video was called "A World Without Esau."
Oh,
yeah.
I just reflect on that, man, because I'm like, you know what, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, let them get it out there system before they go in that fire. Because we about to make some frame boiled burgers out there. I'm talking about 100% frame broiled. So I mean, the world without Esau is gonna be truly heaven on earth, man. You'll be able to enjoy your family, your friends, your wives, your children, forever. Not having to break it up just because you got to go to work the next morning. Now think about it. In this kingdom, when does so-called black families ever get to enjoy each other? At a wedding, Lord forbid, a funeral, you know, family reunion, but then everybody go back their separate ways. And you don't see them no more for about 5 or 10 years, you know. That's not life. What we want is life where we can enjoy our people. Total sovereignty, away from these devils, forever. That's all we want. But Esau, little punk ass, he always got to make sure that don't happen. But guess what? The Lord is coming to make sure that it does. Woo! So you can sit your little crazy ass down somewhere in the cage where you belong.
You ain't gonna have to worry about diseases. You ain't gonna have to worry about rapists, pedos, none.
Poison in the food, giving us cancer, carcinogens in the food, contaminating the water. I mean, little things like toothpaste. This is as far as these people go, man.
Working concrete.
You know,
Toothpaste, man.
it's unnecessary, but this is the wickedness in these people. That's why they go in the cages. And ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for them. That's where they belong. The scriptures say the earth is gonna rejoice.
Alright, I'll just do that.
You think anybody gonna object to these cavemen going back in cages? No. They own people want them in cages. Roseanne Barr just came out and spoke on it.
God, man.
I got a scripture to back you up. I like what you said. It's Isaiah 14. It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet, and they shall break forth into singing. This is after this place gets destroyed by nuclear missiles and Esau goes into captivity. It says, yea, the fir tree shall rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellas come up against us. So ain't nobody gonna be cut down the trees. Ain't nobody gonna be spraying all these chemtrails in the earth, making these animals dying too at a rapid rate. You got these birds and fishes and animals with plastic that's all inside their body.
Yeah.
That's what Esau, because plastic is that's a fabricated substance. Plastic is not natural. They have to make that in the lab.
Right. It's not biodegradable. It doesn't break down in nature. So it's gonna stand out. But see, these animals starting to fight back too, man. These killer whales, these orcas,
Oh, man.
they sinking ships
Oh,
with Edomites
man.
on them. So hey,
These
these animals tired of y'all asses too, man. Because since the beginning of time, animals have been in captivity, if not / animal torture. The whole way. Monkeys catching hell. All the time. Dogs catching hell. Rats, bunnies, all these hamsters. Anything they want to test and kill. Okay, I tell you this, Esau. If you want to test something that you created, test it on your child. If you got that much belief in it, that much faith in it, test it on your wife, yourself, your children. Don't bring that shit to us. All they gonna do is because they don't trust it. If you trusted it, use it on your child. Don't bring that shit to us. We're not laugh at it.
You're not gonna put that CD inside his head in front of everybody.
Yeah. If you want my faith in you, put it in your own goddamn head.
Yeah, some of the people, top dudes, the actual owners of the juices, they didn't even take it themselves.
No.
Kill Gates didn't even take it themselves. Didn't even give it to his own children.
Right.
So why y'all running to that juice, man?
They admitted that they trying to block the sun too. They admitted that.
Oh yeah, I did let you.
These motherfuckers desperate as hell, man. That's all that is. Those are acts of desperation. Just like they get on these platforms telling lies of desperation. You got, I'm just gonna say, Mr. Brown, saying that there are U's in the Hebrew language. Talking about his true name is Yahuwah and Yahweh.
Oh hell no.
Man, sit your crazy ass down. He trying to base his intelligence on all the degrees he got. Like, just because you got a license to lie don't mean you right. That don't mean shit. All these Edomite appointed degrees, pieces of paper don't mean shit compared to this. Because Esau lies. And he always claiming that I got all these degrees, I can translate it to this language and this language, and you can't. We don't have to. We have the original pure language. That's all we need. You keep your bullshit, keep the Yiddish, the German, all that shit. It don't apply to us. Because our forefathers never used those languages.
It says the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh by Shema outside. That's the spirit, yo. So what you gonna see? It's foolishness. I even saw, before y'all get that, I even saw a video the other day that some of these millionaires said they wouldn't even go to college, man. And they over here, gotta go to college, gotta do this, gotta get that wisdom, man. It's foolishness with Yahweh by Shema outside. We ain't have to go to college to get this. Nope, go ahead, brother.
I got 1 Corinthians 3:18. I'm reading 19 also. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God, for it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Moral of the story, you get yourself caught up thinking you're smart, man. All of the lies that you think, those dreams and stuff that's put in your head gonna give you, you ain't gonna, all of that stuff that ain't got nothing on these scriptures, man. None of that stuff ain't got nothing on these scriptures, man, at all.
But see, Mr. Brown gonna get extra hot sauce on his ass because he knows the truth. He knows they're not the people, and he's a big nose as well. So, yeah, he gonna get extra hot sauce on his ass because he's still out here promoting lies forward in the wickedness of Edomite supremacy. So, I mean, hey, if you can sleep at night telling them lies, hey, you like it, I love it, baby.
Man, he was not in his head.
Going to college, man, getting degrees, God's on one side, man.
You get indoctrinated. You've been mentally trained, indoctrinated to believe every lie Esau throws at you and not question it. That's what this educational system does. Esau don't want no backlash. He don't want no people questioning his lies. He wants to be able to be free to lie like he wants to and not be questioned.
All you want to do is cause mischief, man. That's it. You can't sleep without causing mischief. This is Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. These cats don't get no sleep unless they're bringing out these draconian laws and messed up measures to make you uncomfortable, man.
Yep. See, Jake don't need you though. You gotta take Jake's money to get his attention. That's what's gonna happen. You gotta take his money. That's when he gonna go down to the banks and show his ass and get put in jail without having any understanding of what's going on. And that's how Esau will get you hemmed up, because you're gonna act out of emotion instead of wisdom.
I don't know if y'all saw that Dodge Charger, man, with JT, man. They had the heat steering wheel. Could have been his woman's car, but I was like, come on, Jay.
Got to go to Trump line.
Yeah, well, come on, Jay.
He might be one of the fruit cups. Yeah. One of the sweet ones.
Anyways, back to the scripture. Just trying to figure out what to do.
I don't know. Timmy don't even answer my call. I pulled Timmy out.
This is Psalms 35, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Plead my cause, O Yahweh, with them that strive with me. So what y'all doing is just marking yourselves, man. That's all y'all doing. See, Jake is probably going to remember this day. He's going to remember the prophets, and he might see one of us in that day of power, and he's going to be wishing that he took heed, man. That's what's going to happen to a lot of these Jakes, man. All right, it's cool you got a nice car, but what that has to do with salvation, man? Fight against them that fight against me. You see that? So the Lord is going to fight against them, but you got to stand up for a cause, man. These people are actively fighting against you. Once again, like the brother said, they took away your freedom of speech. You can't make them feel uncomfortable. If they feel uncomfortable, they can put you in jail for that, man. Verse 2, take hold of a shield and buckler and stand for my help. Draw out also the spear and stop the way against them that persecute me, saying to my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. You see that? So they devise your hurt. They try to go after you. Hey, she had to go. But they try to come after you. They're going to be confounded, man. And so that's why you got to understand the scriptures. That's why you got to take heed to these scriptures, man. Listen to the true man of the Lord, because we telling you that if you stand up for this, no matter if they come up against you, come after you, at the end of the day, you're going to get the last laugh, man. And that's what Jake don't realize. But first, the Lord has to test his product. We still have to come out here. Even if they put out the laws, man, we still got to come out here and push this word, man. Until the Lord says so. This ain't no, I can take a break off this thing, man. You got to endure to the end.
That don't bother you. You fearless. I mean, you are fearless. I'm the type of guy, I can't live with regret. So I'd rather, if I'm to be put to death, I'd rather be put to death knowing that I gave it 144%. They just laying down and just allowing Esau to have his way. I'd rather die for righteousness than wicked. And then if you die for righteousness, you're coming back anyway, so it's a win-win. But see, we be trying to tell people, just like, take Ice Cube, for example. Ice Cube, he kind of speaking out against the small hats or whatever.
Yeah, saying he's blackballed.
Yeah. But see, his opening statement was, as you can tell, I'm not in the big club. And if you're watching this, you're not in the big club either. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell JQ. You forgot. We got the biggest club of them all. We got the club that they've been trying to lie their way into for thousands of years. Fuck them. They trying to get in our club. And that's what we gonna put their asses to death. Yep. You don't want to be in that club, Q. So if you standing up for this, the Lord put the spirit on you to stand up for it. All I can say to you is, don't half-ass it. Don't be Kanye and Kyrie. When the going gets tough, you gonna fold. If you gonna be in this thing, be in it the right way. If not, you gonna get hit with twice as many stripes. So I'm telling you, if you watching this, or if it gets to you, hey, this is a fight that you've never fought before. You cannot care about what who says about you. You can't care about what they think about you. That's the only way the Lord is gonna really see your cause as being valid. Other than that, you playing and you deceiving yourself. And you pissing him off by playing.
One thing though, you didn't take that jab or something for it to be in a
Yeah, say
movie,
juice,
so.
brother. Yeah, say juice.
Yeah.
They still sensitive about that. Yeah, they butt hurt about that.
Then there was this other dude, what's his name? He be with Method Man or something.
Red Man.
Yeah, I
he
think
was on
that's
power.
the video.
He said they gave him an ultimatum.
He didn't take it, I don't think.
No, they kicked him off the show.
Yep.
So I'll give him credit for that, but they ain't repent.
Yeah, what was he on Joe Rogan's podcast? They was talking about not taking the juice or something like that.
I think so,
if I'm not mistaken.
He said he's not taking it. And Red Man, hey, I got a solution for that, bro.
Yep.
Because the average rapper ain't thinking like that.
Nope.
They thinking about that bag. They can't see past that.
Was Genuine? What's his name? Back that thing up.
Juvenile.
Yeah, Juvenile
Yeah.
said, I'm just say juice that thing up. That's what he said. Yeah. Take that bag, man.
2020.
It was him, Mia X, and Manny Fresh. And y'all, you can buy niggas for the Lolo now. I mean, you get 2 to 5. 10.
Hurricane Chris.
We had another song out there where it was a Jamaican cat. He was talking, basically saying that you can't get with no woman unless you take that thing.
See, he was coerced into making a song like that.
What y'all don't realize, that y'all taking that bag, man, y'all got blood on your hands, man.
Yep. Because
A
people
lot,
gonna
yeah.
do what you people tell them to do.
know
And
you
it's
got
gonna lead them to their death. Somebody gotta pay for that.
You gonna pay for it. Hey, call Lord y'all about your shot. Well, when we be able to see y'all's death, man. You know? It's gonna be in the Lord's story. Oh, so like you brother, go ahead.
I'm just saying they love that bag too much, man.
Yeah.
And this is the view of many sorrows because every time they go and sell themselves out like that, they whole little career starts to plummet, man, when they call out these people on their bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I got 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which some covet after. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And this is all people that done sold out, man, the Beyonce's, you know. They wish they never took that bag. A lot of them wish they never took that bag. They don't even get no sleep.
Ray J.
You know? Don't get no
Good.
sleep, man.
There was this one dude, he was in the group in a Mario back in the day or something like that. There's a video of him trying to commit suicide. I see that. I forgot what his name is.
Yeah, I think he was coming out saying that pretty much that group was touching him or something like that. That's what they were doing behind the scenes. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's kind of lighter brother.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had that blonde hair now.
probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
If it's the same guy, because I know another one of the brothers was claiming he was gangbanging and he got checked on by some Crips or something like that. I think it's the same dude.
Yeah, Ray J said, you know, his kid, he would have offed himself a long time ago. He don't want to be here. Despite his riches, despite his fame, he still hates Babylon. Why is that? Because he got too many wicked spirits on him to enjoy anything. That's how Esau wants you.
I thought you said we had to advocate for them Fruity Pebbles, Ray J. What happened?
Found out that wasn't the way.
Yep.
There's this other rich dude, I just watched the video, but I seen it pop up on YouTube. He said he thought about committing suicide. See, riches they don't solve all the problems. It may solve some as far as material, but your mental state of mind, that's more important than being rich. Because you can be a homeless man, you can be lifting it up. Because that's how the elect's going to be. When all hell breaks loose, we ain't niggas about homeless no more. Hey, be a part of the elect. Hey, the Lord's going to have us in the happy state of mind. We're going to be laughing at the time. When you have homeless people out here now, a lot of them talk about it their whole life, but they okay with how they are, probably.
Yeah, because they're not stressed out. Yeah, they got to figure out where they're going to eat next, where they're going to lay their head. But as far as minuscule overhead bills constantly coming, constant bills, you'll never pay off. They don't have to deal with that. And that's one of the real values of money. To keep Esau off your ass with all these reoccurring bills that you will never pay off.
Man.
But other than that, money can't buy you happiness. And if that's what you think, money is money is something that's gonna make you broke. A lot of people broke, so broke that it's all they have is money.
What's that one lady that died a couple months ago? Tina Turner, something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, she thought about committing suicide.
Because they didn't want to be tied to Esau no more, pulling their strings. They're puppets, man. They can't make decisions on their own for real.
You got a lot of actors, a lot of ball players. They got billions of dollars or millions of dollars. They can't even help their own people. They got to put that money back in Esau Edom's pocket.
Yeah, they got to contribute to the J word.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They're like they made Nick Cannon do it. They talking about he gave a contribution. Now y'all just ran his pockets and tell him the truth. That's all.
Had to sit down with him, man. And now you see Wildin' Out.
Like they did Candy.
Yeah. You had the dude in Wildin' Out. I forget his name, but he made that song. Why You Asking Questions. He had I forget his name, but he quit Wildin' Out because what they doing on Wildin' Out now, they putting the Fruity Pebbles on there. I haven't been watching it anymore. I can't even watch it. There's so many Fruity Pebbles on there now. They took away the soul.
Yeah. They got a gang of Fruity Pebbles on that show now too, man. It started off with like one or two. They just start putting them all
Put
in the
them all in there, man.
what Esau do, he'll do a test run, see the reactions, you know, see what the ratings doing, are they dropping, are they picking up. He's an animal.
He'll stand there and have no verbal battle like rapping with some no Fruity Pebbles type of nigga, man.
He's talking about doing
and he talking about doing something to me. Man, you better get up out of
You
here,
gonna get these
man.
hands, boy.
Going
You
straight
gonna
to
get
Trump.
these hands, man.
Just take action in the Trump.
I see one video where I forgot what his name was. It was that Hitman Holla. He walked in there. It's one Fruity Pebble Jake over and screaming over him. I'm like,
Yeah.
he was looking like, what the? Like that's how I would look to like,
Yeah.
oh hell, no, I walk back out, man. I'm probably gonna do the show.
But you cats out here condone it though. Even you straight brothers, y'all condone it. If he ain't messing with me, then let him do what he do. But you best believe somewhere down the line, he's watching you too. He watching you when you squat down and pick up some soap or something off the floor, a book or something. He watching you, man.
That's how they take it, man. That's how their wicked mind works. Their mind assumes that if you're not against it, then you must be with it to a degree. They're gonna make it their mission to see how far you is with it.
Man, don't even reach over me, dog. Don't even get close.
Don't even get
Don't
close,
get
man.
close to me,
Yeah.
dog.
See, that's what happens when you give sick people rights. They don't know how to exercise those rights. Just like when they come out some we're queer, we're here, we're coming for your children.
For your children,
Man, you just don't know how that affects people with children. That will put a very vengeful spirit on people with children to protect their children from motherfuckers like that. Excuse my French.
Parent hormones kick in, just like the animal instinct that kick in. It was like, get the hell up out of here, man.
Motherly instinct, that protective instinct comes over them. You tell the wrong parent that you want to, and it's gonna be righteous that they deal with you. You see, that's what happens when Esau gives power where it's not needed. It causes confusion, chaos, destruction. But that was done by design, because these people are being used as a distraction, and they're being used to divide the people.
And then the Lord's using them as well to show you who's for Babylon as you read those that worship the image and the beast, right? Who's with the Babylonian ways and who's not. And it says that some may be put to death for not worshiping the image and the beast. But like the brother said, if it happens, man, it happens, man. Still, hey, it's a win-win situation. You still gonna have your foot up their ass. You still gonna have your hands around their neck, man. You still gonna see their downfall and their destruction, regardless, man. So I pray to Yahweh Shemel that all our brothers, man, that we all stand up to the end, and endure to the end, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 25 and verse 17. Because all this is under the plan of Amalek, man. Amalek being the chief tribe of Esau, Edom. This is Deuteronomy 25 and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, and when ye were come forth out of Egypt. Because when we came out of Egypt, Amalek was the first nation to come up against us, man. And it shows you that he's always been a bitch since the beginning, man.
Hanukkah, look what he did.
Yeah. Come on, man.
He's gonna raid the temple and just trash it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why King Josephus beat that ass.
Beat that ass, man.
And named it Hanukkah.
Yep. They call Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, and then they try to claim it like themselves. No, that was us beating y'all asses, man.
Yeah. All that. It's gonna happen again.
Yep. Nothing doing this. Just like, hey, we was beating your ass in the womb, man. You know.
Right. Yo, guys, take away weapons and everything. You're not winning. You ain't gonna do nothing.
Nope.
And the Lord gave you the power to have those weapons anyway. So we give all credit to the Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Yeah, he's
not
about
doing anything.
Yeah, about to confound you at the end. I'm gonna get some more on this. When you come forth out of Egypt, once again, Deuteronomy 25 and verse 18 now. How he met thee by the way and smote thy hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not power. You see, once again, showing you the bitchness of Esau Edom. He came up from behind. We was coming out of Egypt. All right, just imagine, put yourself back then, because hey, some of us was back then, back there in that day. You tired? You walking out of Egypt? It's hot. And this man Esau Edom, he don't fear the Lord. He come from behind and trying to kill everybody, man. Kill the young and the sick and the old. That's how Esau Edom moves, man. That's why Planned Parenthood or whatever, man, having the woman above the man, that's always been his MO, to come against the weak first. And then everybody else follows suit. Verse 19, therefore it shall be when the Lord Yahweh thy power have given thee rest from all thy enemies round about in a land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven, and thou shalt not forget it. And this is a commandment, man. You're supposed to remember what Amalek has done unto us, man. Once again, that's why we have Hanukkah, man. That's why we have the Passover. We're supposed to remember. And Jake out here is not remembering. That's why they have no integrity. That's why it's so easy for them to hold hands with these fruity peppers, man.
Jake he's trying to find a way to love his enemies. Cussing us out, trying to love his enemies at the same time. Man, you better wake up.
That ain't gonna save you, man. You trying to be with Esau, man.
Especially,
You don't want to hate nobody. Obviously, you're not kingdom material. You want to love these people that did all this shit to you and your people? What's wrong with you? That's the question.
Yeah, we can't keep holding your hand, Jake, man. You gotta let y'all go. Let y'all go. Y'all gonna have to learn the hard way that these people do not love you when they have nothing. They've been showing you. Here it is, they're giving Ukraine billions and billions of dollars. The fruity peppers are over you. How many L's can you take, Jake?
Not to mention the immigrants, the migrants.
Oh man,
how they getting whatever they want.
Oh man,
they putting everybody over the average American citizen, especially Jake. But you still trying to love these people. Now, you still trying to love these people, man, it's obviously that you don't deal with reality. You sweep everything under the rug because you don't want to offend nobody. But guess what? They ain't got no problem with offending you. But you want to take the low road. You refuse to deal with reality. But guess what? The day's going to come when you're going to be forced to deal with it. And it ain't going to be no love involved. These people trying to murder you, you still going to love them? People murder your children right in front of you, your mama. You still going to love them?
They don't want us to be a nation, is it?
Be real, man. Stop being a little punk. Stop being scared of these people.
Yeah, that Dr. King got to y'all, man. Even he knew at the end. That's why they took him out. They was leading his people to a fiery destruction, man. Because he said, don't do anything when they out there spraying water, kicking you in your ass, man.
Yeah. And a lot of y'all believe that wholeheartedly. Like it was actually scripture. When they said love thy neighbors, they was talking about Israelites.
All right. That's
Y'all want to apply it to your enemies. What kind of madness is that?
it. Your neighbor Jeffrey Dahmer, okay. Love them. You know, squeak your ass, talk your ass, and get your ass in
Talk
there.
show teaching that skillet.
Beat your ass.
You turned your dog into a round roast. You got him in the crock pot with carrots and onions and potatoes, but you still trying to love this dude. This man about to eat your dog.
About to eat you.
Matter of fact, you go back in the past, they got some books on it. That's actually the Edomite, that's the Edomite heritage, man. That's what they do.
Man, they got a book called, it's a cookbook called The Delectable Negro.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
You ain't see that post I put up? Where
Like they had a whole buffet spread, bro, with a body on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that body was real or it was made out of chocolate or some shit, but it was a representation of what they really want to do. Even if it was fake, it represents what they really want to do and how they really feel about you, Jake.
They don't want us here, Jake, and they want to kill us. Now, they never wanted us to be here, man.
They want us to be here so they can use us to their pleasure.
Yeah.
Use us however they want.
Yeah.
What they didn't want us to have rights. They didn't want us to buck up. against the machine. They didn't want us to have our own voice, our own opinion, our own brain. That's what pisses them off when you come against them and tell them they're wrong. Tell them they got to pay for all the shit they did. That's when they get in their little tune. But we don't give a damn because the Lord gonna handle this. You know? Let's see you talk back to Him.
They want to bury your history and everything. They can't teach your history no more. They want you to forget everything, man.
Esau doesn't deal with reality. He wants reality to bend around what he wants. Because how much sense it doesn't make.
They're gonna tell you that. They're gonna probably tell you that eventually that most of our ancestors were fruity. That's probably what they're gonna say.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
I'm not surprised at that.
Oh man. Matter of fact, that reminds me, Sloggy, brother, because I just saw a post on Newsbreak. They were pretty much saying this Pope or something like that was saying that that the Lord was wrong. They were saying that the Lord's Prayer, the Lord's Prayer is problematic. and I said it, man. This is how you know who's an Edomite, man. Who's the biblical Edomite? It says the Lord's Prayer opening may be problematic, says Archbishop. And as you see right there, yeah. How can you tell who's an Edomite? And you go in this article, you go down, it says the Archbishop of York saying Jesus was wrong or Jesus was not pastoral aware. It may seem to be emblematic of the approach of some church leaders to take cues from culture rather than scriptures. Let me see. But really, you know, it's just a screenshot. But you go down, I read that, you know, going back to what we brought out, they trying to take Father out of the picture, man. Mm-hmm. They wanted, yeah, they just wanted, you know, it's just the Edomite way, the lump of clay that's made to dishonor the Lord.
Yeah. Now see, when Esau makes a statement like that, that's a spell he's casting in his attempt to tell you without saying it that he wants to change the Bible.
Yeah.
He wants to change the words in the Bible because of the fact that he wants to make it Edomite friendly because they are extra sensitive. There is a thing as white fragility.
Yeah.
it tears them up, man. I mean, it cuts them up. So they are easily offended at the truth. That's why they don't deal with reality. So that statement he made as to why he wanted to change words in the Bible, that's a spell he's casting over the people. So when they do change it, they're just going to assume that this is the reason why. No, it's because of that white fragility, and Edomites don't deal with reality. That's why they're constantly lying.
Oh, Jesus, they had the nerve to say that our Lord was wrong. He was wrong. Okay. Everything you say is the truth. I'm going to get on the comment board, Lights Out Devil. This is, what's that scripture? Habakkuk 2, in verse 4, if I'm not mistaken. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keeper at home, he enlarges himself, his desires is hell, in his death he cannot be satisfied, and gather unto him all nations and unto him people. Alright? So he transgresses by wine. Once again, like the brother said, they're spelled. Alright? Once again, you read the scripture, it says that his soul is not upright. This man is contrary to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He picks up the Bible and he picks and chooses what he wants to believe, and then he says that he's the people of the Lord. And he got you people out here with them spells, and y'all believe every word he says, man.
Another spell he put over the people when he started all these wildfires and told y'all it was smoke. Because he wants you to assume that it's smoke. This man's pumping some shit in the air, man, because my sinuses ain't been right for over a month. So he wants you, that's the spell. All these fires are causing this smoke. So you assume it's smoke, and you go about your day. And this man is poisoning you right in your face. But you under an enchantment of a spell.
What was the smoke in California when that was on fire?
Come on,
why didn't that come over this way? And that burnt for longer than what they said.
Remember remember they said the Amazon rainforest burned up a couple years ago. They was doing that. Yeah, doing the same damn thing.
They said if it goes past a certain threshold, we're done. Because the Amazon rainforest is pretty much the Earth's lungs.
Yeah.
So if you take, I mean, it produces a very large percentage of the Earth's oxygen for the animals and the people to breathe. If you take that down too far, that's not going to be enough oxygen to go around.
That's why the Lord said, except those days should be short, which no flesh be saved. So these days is far by past, the prophecies are coming past every day more and more, because this man gonna try to kill everybody. But he ain't gonna be able to kill the elect anyway. Somebody elect, but he ain't, most of the elect is gonna be straight, man. They're gonna all the elect, they're gonna be straight, man. 2/3, they ain't gonna be straight. They're gonna have to suffer everything that Esau goes under.
Y'all gonna have to train yourselves to build up some type of mental defense against Esau's spells, because some of y'all enchanted right now and don't even know it, because y'all believe his lies.
And they swerving down they woke, man.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling folks.
See, they think woke applies to this alphabet shit. Woke ain't got nothing to do with it. That's Esau's attempt to control the narrative. When he changed the definition of woke, just like he changed all definitions.
New speak.
Right. To make his agenda stick. To make his lies stick. So he changed the definition of words all the time.
This the man that sinned, man, like the scripture say. Esau either. They the man that sinned, but I read this book Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, everyone that should be bound should be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto him shall fall by the sword. So all you jakes that want to join hand with Esau, hey, you'll be thrust through with that sword, man. That means no listen, man.
I mean, it might be
video,
beautiful.
man, I see, that's it, to the brother, the Jake was talking about he went to prison, and they made him get cut. So you basically still think you free. Hey, you ain't free, man. I remember when I was younger, man, in Louisiana, I was like a child, like probably like 5 or 6. I remember seeing these men they had on jumpsuits, man. It's back in like 05, probably 06 in Louisiana. I remember seeing them outside. I remember seeing some man on a horse. And these jakes, they was like chained up. I don't know what they was doing. I don't really remember what I was doing.
I remember chain gang.
Yeah, I was like, I remember that. And there's a reason I remember that, because the boy brought me to this truth.
Yeah, he had a lot of chain gangs in the South.
They making a big car too, probably.
Yeah. Picking up trash on the side of the freeway. Yeah. All that, man. Chain gang.
All jail is so-called legal slavery.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is. It's slavery. It's the same thing.
Going to that, matter of fact, I was going to send it to the group. The Booty Warriors out.
Yeah.
Felice Johnson.
He old now.
Yeah, he old now. Yeah, he old as hell now. But
How could you be proud?
man.
Declare that shit in Sodom, they hide it now. That's your claim to fame? Taking it in the Dookie shoe? That's your claim to fame?
But he knows it's wrong though, because the interview that I saw of him the other day, he was speaking God, man, and woman. He knows this though, and woman is supposed to be your companion, man. And two men are not supposed. He said it out of his own mouth. Two men are not supposed to be together, man. But I want to go back to that slavery because, like I said, he was down here in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. They had him in slavery pretty much, and they had like sewing classes. So they was pretty much using the inmates to make all the jumpsuits, the orange jumpsuits, man. I said they ain't getting paid for that, if barely any.
That video I sent you where the Jake said he went to prison, that made him pick cotton while he was in prison. That made me think of this movie I seen that was called Annabella. I don't know if y'all seen it with the black girl or whatever. They basically, how the movie set up is basically that she's living a regular so-called life, whatever, in America. Vampire. One day she go to the club, and then somebody takes her and snatches her up and takes her to this plantation that nobody knows about. They got all these jakes in slavery that nobody knows about. That's basically what the movie's about. I think that's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Art imitates life, man.
Our people are still saying.
Then you got now we'd have to listen to that video of Jill Scott saying that's the land of slaves. We already do that. It's just Jake. Oh, well, maybe she's right. You gotta listen to a celebrity in order to believe something. Or leave Esau, huh?
Esau got to say it, or a celebrity got to say it. They can believe anything. But see, that shows that the celebrities are actually listening to the prophets. Because most of the celebrities, they hate being a celebrity now. Now that the truth came out, and they realize, well, they tell the truth, because I had to walk through a lot of, I had to tightrope my way to the top too. I had to go through those rituals, those ceremonies, and then when they put two and two together, they see how Esau used them up.
Yeah. Makes sense. I also want to go back to the slavery as well. If I'm not mistaken, you got people, the sugar cane. Still got people picking sugar cane. They're not going to put it in the mainstream news. The best believe our people are still slaves around the world. Even over here in Africa, they still being stolen. Some of them may be Hamites, but you still got a lot of our people doing hardcore slavery around the world, man. Even for the batteries, man, to get the components for the batteries, the lithium, I forgot the other stones that they use. They use child workforce, man. So it's another reason why we got to get the heck up out of here. Matter of fact, to make them batteries, it actually causes pollution. More pollution than the actual gas-powered car. So there's no wisdom in Esau either, man, because you got cars that can run on water. But each time a brother makes a car that can run on water, they offer it, man.
That's messing with his profit, man. They don't want that, man. They want to be the sole holders of gas. Just like they're destroying real chickens and giving you fake chickens. They want to corner the market, the chicken market. So if you want some chicken, you got to go through them. If you want some gas, you got to go through them. You know, that's what Esau wants. And he doesn't care how much sense he doesn't make. Because he puts pride and supremacy over logic and common sense. That's why he's not a fit leader, a fit ruler.
If you want heirs, you got to go through them.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised. Matter of fact, the comedian made fun of him. He's like, I want to put my add my mama name. Because he didn't put in his own name, bro. A comedian.
Yeah. They try to make that carbon footprint shit. So where you got to pay to breathe shit.
Look, man, all these environmental entities Esau done conjured up with his vivid imagination does not exist. Global warming does not exist. Climate change does not exist. Carbon footprints do not exist. These are little licenses Esau gives himself to perform wickedness all over the planet. They don't exist.
That's why they say they got to get rid of some of the cows. They got to give you fake meat, synthetic meat.
So after thousands of years, now cow farts are an issue. I mean, how dumb does that sound, man?
And you people eat it all up, man. That's on my last name.
What was that, a year ago when they showed that video of all the cows just dead?
Yeah.
Them cows went dead, man. Think about it like this. You got a field of 10,000 dead cows, right? It's going to be a certain smell that's going to attract vultures, all kind of little critters out there. I ain't see no flies in the video. They gave them animals a drug to make them appear dead. And then they probably rerouted them to their bunker.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's how you do it, man.
Ain't no flies, no buzzards, no critters, no nothing.
And they try to blame it on the 100-degree weather. These cows are built for that. They've been like that since their inception, man.
You see, the think tank's drying up, man. They getting lazy. y'all got to put up for more effort. We deserve better psyop. Don't get lazy on the think tank. Y'all got to convince us, man.
That's that natural habitat to be outside when it's scorching hot outside.
Exactly.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense, though, like this.
No flies.
I didn't think about that. I got Jeremiah 49.
Ah, that's the spirit, man.
Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more attainment? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Hell yes.
It was never there. They was just deceived. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Remember, he paraphrasing the scripture. Correct. He was deceived. His pride. He was drunk off his pride, man. And now that the hangover kicking in and being drunk off his pride, and now he's angry. Oh, those things. The baby's mad. Oh yes, he is. Don't nobody believe this bullshit no more. Oh, the baby mad.
Like you did the lesson the other day. Ham is calling out Esau.
Yeah,
you
man.
Bullshit, man.
Look at your history. Ham was going in.
Yeah.
But you want to teach us the mouth. I was loving it every minute of it.
Matter of fact, going back to Jeremiah 49, I'm going to get verse 12. But that said, the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, I will fully drunk it. And thou art he that shall altogether go unpunished. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. See, you're going to drink that cup, Esau. Your big time thinkers, you can't think of nothing anymore. Your wisdom is gone. You're causing all this harm unto our people since the inception of Babylon the Great, since the inception of America. You got to pay for that. You still got people in slavery. You got the whole planet in slavery, man. You got to pay for that. So you got to drink that cup. I'm going to get the next scripture. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra, Basra is translated saying Esau, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. You see that? So that's what's coming. So you Jason, want to keep on holding hands with this bad scientist that has no wisdom, keep holding hands with him. You're going to join that same destruction. That's what's coming to y'all, man.
Come on, poop. Hey, all my chips on poop. They gone back that butt, man.
Hey. I'm glad they got rid of that. What they have? They had like an infighting. I'm glad they squashed that.
A coup.
A coup, yeah. I'm glad they squashed that so they can get back to business.
This is like a little revolt.
Yeah.
I think that was the United States tornadoes attempt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Infiltrate.
They probably paid Doom a some amount of money because apparently he was a mercenary taking jobs around the world. So they probably gave him some amount of money to start this coup, to attack Russia, and then they probably just squashed it and hey, back to business. You can't stop the Lord's will, man.
I mean, that's Esau all day. Try to throw a little blanket here and there because he don't like to see a smile on your face.
This is all that. With that people and all that. In the midst of all of that, they was picking up the dollar. Constantly talking the dollar out.
We told people, man, that submarine don't buy into that. That story is so stupid. Why is it even relevant? Exactly. Why you make dumb shit relevant? Exactly like what I'm saying. They want to distract you from the fact that they're trying to kill you, from the fact that they're trying to enslave you through your digital money. Now, if there's no physical exchange from my hand to his, that equates to commission, man. They're tracking all these fees, conducting these fees. These fees are imaginary, they don't exist. They're not piling up in a safe somewhere. They're somewhere keeping you oppressed through spells that they call fees. Same playbook, usually. Right.
That's something that happens every week, every day. That's in the news. There's something new every day in the news. And they want everybody to believe, everybody to follow.
Yeah.
So you want to be paying attention to what's really going on.
Look how many times they tax your one paycheck.
Boy, you're supposed to get this some amount of money. Now it's all the way down here.
Yeah, they take a third off the top. And then everything that you buy, you got to pay taxes on. So yeah. But see, that's one of the spells Esau uses to steal your money. Well, you got to pay taxes. Well, you got to pay your taxes on the taxes. You'll never pay this man off. Nope.
That's why when you go to other countries, they don't have that system in place. You just pay up front. If it's like your business license or whatever, they don't take them taxes. But if you're an American citizen, like you brought out, I had to look it up too. I saw a video on it. If you make some amount of money, you still have to pay taxes over here, man.
Yeah. Even if you leave the United States and move to another country, you still have to pay United States federal tax here. Ain't no escaping Babylon.
The only way to get rid of it, so-called get rid of it, you got to denounce your citizenship from Babylon. And even then, they still might somehow, some way get your ass, man. Especially if you're an Israelite.
See, they doing it the same way that they did that book. They make
water, brother.
If they don't want you to have something, they gonna make it unaffordable. Just like they went to these farms and they hit all these farmers with all these fines. $250,000 worth of fines for some little bullshit. So they want the farmer to shut down.
Yeah, I was making sure.
That's what we start doing, man. If he don't want you to have something, he's gonna make it unaffordable. He ain't gonna straight up tell you now he don't want you to have it.
That just made me think of when I was younger, when I was a kid, I used to go to McDonald's to get free water, but now they charge me.
They claim that you got you paying for the cook.
Yeah.
You know, you paying for the lid and the straw. Man, what else?
Matter of fact, in my other job the other day, going back to what you said, how they just make things unaffordable. I was driving in some of the richest part of Kentucky that I'd never seen before. I'm like, God dang. You look up the prices of some of these homes, man. I'm like, boy, some Edomites were living in here, man. Hey, it was beautiful out there, I ain't gonna lie. But that's part of his blessing. You go to his blessing, to have the fatness of the earth. This is good. Man, they would look, boy.
That Prospect?
Yeah, over there, Prospect. It was almost looking like the country, but not. I just remember I had to go back to the GPS, man. But it was real nice. When I say real nice, I ain't know Kentucky. I ain't know Kentucky was looking at it, man.
Yeah, probably a little bit. It might have been price what you talking about, because I went over there like a couple years ago. I was driving somewhere. I'm like, I didn't know all this was back here.
Yeah.
It's all you saw back here.
Yeah, I ain't know, man. I mean, I saw like one Jake child. He could have been a Jake. Could have been a Terran. But he was riding his bike. But that's the only person of color I would say that I saw back there. Everybody else was Edomites.
Edomites, they constantly taking all babies in the doctor.
Yeah, it could have been that too.
That's what they call it. What's really going on? You totally different.
Hey, the Lord had to chime in on that one.
Well, I didn't buy this child. I just applied for adoption and I paid some adoption fees. Okay, you bought the child. That's a spell. There's no such thing as a fee. It's a payment.
That's some smooth and buttery words.
Right.
And then you had these fruity peppers that bought children, adopted children, and they were doing some corn. I'm gonna say corn soon as well, man. They got in trouble for that, man.
That's part of that pizza they scared. That's what they call the kids, pizza.
It's always been going on, man. Now, I'm not saying these celebrities doing this, but there are celebrities that adopt kids. Angelina Jolie, Madonna. You got a lot of celebrities that adopt kids versus having their own child. Why is that? Because they don't want to be emotionally tied to the children they abuse.
Matter of fact, you got Megan Fox with her own children. They're not adopted, but they're boys. And she got them dressing up like little women, man. And her boys said that they didn't want to do it. She's doing it anyway, man.
Alicia Keys.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the list goes on and on, man.
Young Jeezy. He said his child is non-binary or something like that.
Yeah, gender fluid. What is that? Gender fluid. What's 12 times 12? You don't know, but you know that bullshit. That's how you show people that the wisdom of this world is foolishness. What's 7 plus 7? I don't know, but I know I'm non-binary. Shut up! You don't know shit.
Oh man, I ain't know what I wanted to be when I grew up, but I sure did know that I was a boy. Now you can get crucified for that, man. Put on the stake for saying that somebody's a boy and saying somebody's a girl, man.
Being made an example of. You can't shame the truth. You can try, but the truth gonna end up calling you out.
Man, these niggas gotta go, man.
That's how it's bad, the bad, the sin bad, the so-called hell bad, the pastry bad. It's like toothpaste, man. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, but that day shall not come, that day of Yahweh shall return it, that nuclear missiles hit the earth, except they come and fall away first. And we fall away from our heritage, and that man has simply revealed the son of perdition." That's Esau Edom. The man that's on the earth right now. It says, Esau is in the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it for followers. So the Lord is about to bring us back to destruction, put his ass in captivity. Hey, raise up this left man. You know, he's going that down. He's going to walk down forever. Yeah, ain't gonna be no anybody walking the earth with the truth.
Oh, y'all do, man.
And you can tell that something's agitating them, because I saw an article and it said that Ku Klux Klan recruitment is going up in Kentucky.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that.
People getting pissed off because they leaving flyers on their cars and stuff. Even Edomites getting pissed off, man. I don't want to join this shit.
Yeah, I see that.
But see okay, you got KKK recruitment going up, but what on the other side of the token, what you got going down? The United States military recruitment rates have dropped dramatically. They can't get nobody to sign up to die. Don't nobody want to die for these liars, man. Who in their right mind?
They're waking up. A lot of these soldiers are coming out and telling the truth, man. They was like, man, we just fighting a billionaires war, man.
Right, it's bankers war.
Bankers
It's
war,
always
yep.
been that way. But they give you this bullshit when they standing behind the podium.
Look
Fighting
at
for
what-
freedom over there. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for human rights.
And you come back home with no
Democracy.
legs in a wheelchair and not even living good.
With one eye, and the eye patch.
Man, but then the military that you're a part of,
Lieutenant Dan.
the country treats you worse than your enemy country.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of Jacobs, at the end of their enlistment, they stay in them countries. They don't come back to the United
Yeah, I
States
see that, man.
because they get treated like royalty in other countries versus here. You fighting for this bitch, but you come home and they treat you like shit. Who in their right mind will tolerate that? So they stayed where they were stationed there, and they start families. And I don't blame them. If my family wasn't here, I would have came back.
That made me think about dead presidents.
Right.
And then y'all he served for the country, did that, had a hard time with his life because he lost his girl. He said, fuck it, I'm gonna go rob a bank.
Right.
They gave him all that time. And he just spilled it all out. I did all this fight for this country. And y'all basically just let me out on the limb. That's how they treat.
You know, how the judge reacted to it, his statement. He was a Marine too. And what you did dishonors his uniform. Okay, what about those military mercenaries? America's a part of the military. This is one of the reasons why Japan wants the United States Army out of their land. Because everywhere the United States Army goes, people get beat up, trash everywhere, people get raped, all kind of violence and madness wherever Esau goes. Now who's disrespecting a uniform? Well, I guess that's the uniform of the wicked, so you actually wearing it honorably. If you wearing the uniform of the wicked and you performing wickedness on the behalf of wickedness, yeah, you serving that uniform right. But see, the United States paints themselves as being a hero, a victim. I mean, all across the board, he's everybody. You can't be the hero and the victim. Come on, man.
Always just somebody else's man, man.
That's what Michael, trying to get Ham to accept that the alphabet proud people. Ham don't want that shit over there. He said LGBTQ is not our problem, and we're not going to make it our problem. They left it at that.
They don't be trying to push on the Muslims like that either.
Man, anytime somebody's trying to make you gay, they trying to destroy you because they don't want you to reproduce. They don't want you to excel as a nation. They want your nation to be flooded with all kinds of diseases that comes from doing that shit. And I can imagine how many diseases Sweet Johnson got. Woo! It destroys a nation, man. That proud shit destroys nations of people.
Yep.
That's why they so adamant. They get Ham to come on in and play ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted Ham to play ball with them because over there they got a whole bunch of minerals, gold, all types of stuff, so they want to infiltrate that. So you get them people to accept the Fruity Pebble way, people start dying. They know this.
Yeah. And another reason they so focused on Africa right now, because they already know that China already setting up shop.
Oh yeah, that's
China doing all kind of infrastructure projects that help the people and not trying to use them or lie to them just to steal their resources out from under their noses. That's the kind of thing, that's what they do.
I built the base in Cuba, I think.
Yep, China building the base in Cuba. No, Esau don't like that because Cuba is 90 miles away from South Beach. Right there.
So don't refugees, those are Moabites, man.
Yeah, all day. Crossing the border. Matter of fact, they getting dropped off on Florida beaches by helicopter. Now, what civilians you know got helicopters?
I went through the Cuban shit that stayed down there. It was the Cuban fantastic. They dropping off all kind of people down there.
No, helicopters.
Oh man, that's how you know we in that time. You gotta stick to that.
Yeah, other than Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto himself all nations, and he wants to do all evil. And that's what Esau does. He's always in other people's backyards trying to get in the name of stuff, man. All the nations, man. They'll never do nothing to his country, though.
You know why I think the main reason Esau be in other countries all the time? Because he knows what he did to everybody. And he's expecting payback from somewhere, somebody, at any given time. So the reason he got all these bases set up all over the world is to keep watch on people, keep eyes and ears to the street, just in case somebody's planning some revenge.
Yeah.
They're a couple steps ahead of the game. And it's all done out of guilt. Esau expecting his payback, but he don't know where it's coming from. So he got to watch everybody. That's guilt.
Yeah, that's how the Roman Empire fell. That's how you know this is the revised Roman Empire, because they had all their armies spread out everywhere.
But left their home wide open for attack. What kind of idiot does that? You gonna go across town and lock up all your other buildings, but you gonna leave your house unlocked?
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, in the time of Greeks, the original Greeks were not Edomites, but we all know that Esau Edom put on that stage to call himself a Greek. They were one of the first ones to have their cities without any walls on them. When you go back into their history, that's how you know this is Esau Edom's kingdom. We have no walls, man. You can just walk up in here.
That's why it's gonna be attacked from both sides.
Yeah.
You don't have any walls. They can easily creep up from the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean. They're already coming up from Mexico. This place is wide open. It's ready for attack. In California, New York, Florida, everywhere. Everywhere there's a store of America, you know how many Russian subs snuck up on the United States? Woo! Just like King David and Saul. I could have been touched you. I could have touched you a long time ago. Oh, man, you sit down somewhere.
Oh, man. Yeah, and you had this Edomite pastor, appeared to be Edomite pastor. He had a dream about that, man. Had a whole bunch of Russian subs on the coast of Babylon the Great. And they were shooting the missiles. at Babylon, and just everything was destroyed. So best believe that may happen. Either way, the nuclear missiles is coming here. Either way.
But it's like Putin said, man. He made a very good point, which shows the ignorance and the stupidity of this country. He said that we don't even have to fire a shot to destroy America. They're doing a great job on their own. They're destroying themselves. We haven't even fired a shot.
Amos 9.
Yeah.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not destroy the house of Jacob. See, if the Lord utterly destroy the house of Jacob, he's not going to destroy his elect, but the rest, the 2/3, this place through, man.
They might as well be enemies. They might as well grease their skin, man. Yeah. They got the same spirit and attitude as Esau. They got the same spirit.
Like King David said, I count them my enemies.
Right.
I hate them with a perfect hatred.
That's basically coming from the universe's most violent genocidal race.
They thought he was just playing when he said that, dog. He was dead serious.
Yeah, the most violent race claims that words hurt them. Hypocrites. You'll stab your mama, cook up your dog, but words. You got a band-aid. These words, they really hurt me. Stop it. And if that is true, that shows you how weak you are.
You got to truth up.
Like I said, Exodus 15, verse 1, he says, "Oh, speak down to the ears of my people the words of prophecy, as we do it, which I will put in thy mouth, that the Lord calls to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Everything that we say is going to come to pass. Russia, China, North Korea, all these different countries going to shoot missiles over here, man. That's what's going to happen.
All right. I'm going to get Isaiah 6 and verse 9. And he said, "Go tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. See ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their eyes heavy. Shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed." Because the Lord doesn't want everybody to convert and be healed. The Lord has the elect, and the Lord has the extras in the movie, the 2/3, the Edomites, right? So when we're out here on the highways and byways, only the elect is going to connect to this. Everybody else is going to have to learn the hard way. That fire is going to have to give them understanding. As we read verse 11, "Then said I, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, how long? And he answered, until the cities be waste without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate." So that's when you're going to get the understanding that what we've been saying is going to come to pass. And what we've been saying is coming to the scriptures. Esau, Edom, you can be hurt all you want by these words, man, but it's not going to change your judgment.
You can change words in the Bible. You can add and take away. It don't matter. It does not change your judgment based on the fact because the king has spoken. And when the king speaks, there's power. There's scripture on it, man. There's power. It's not like an ordinary person just proclaim your judgment. No. If the king said it, the Lord ordained those words.
Yep. Say, my words will not return unto me void. So I accomplish that which I please. Just want to paraphrase.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 4. Where the word of the king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou? And if a king proclaimed it, who's going to question that? Nobody. But the Lord ordained those words to come to light.
That's why the seed will come to pass. You know, the Lord set it up from the beginning. The Lord set this man up, and he's pushing it. And it's going to happen. It's going to be made manifest. It's going to happen. And then with the juice is too late. There ain't no juice in the place.
for the war.
You want to go ahead and close out with somebody speaking? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and close out right there. Lord willing, it's edifying. When we give our praises going on the two.
And how will I ship out, shout out, ship out,
The master of the apostles, the master of the elders, great most of them well, the talks of truth, and the law of God. Shalom.